Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here. Alright, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I did 34 sales on Facebook Marketplace with $1,200 profit. Alright, so I've been playing around with Facebook Marketplace for the past couple of months, and in June I was able to do 34 sales and $1,200 in profit. And this is the actual cash that was collected from the Facebook Marketplace deals. It's pretty much like a Craigslist. You do it locally, you meet up with the person, and then they give you the cash. So I've been playing around with Facebook Marketplace and it's still fairly new to me because I had been using Craigslist for the longest time, for years, and I only used Craigslist. And then I started to play around with Facebook Marketplace, and then I noticed that Facebook Marketplace is way faster and you can actually do a lot more deals a lot faster. It's easier to do posts, listings, people respond in a really fast manner, and then you can respond. The chat function makes it a lot quicker to get the deal done. And Facebook Marketplace seems to have a lot more traffic than Craigslist. So in the beginning of June, I set a goal for myself to do 30 Facebook Marketplace deals sales. I wanted to get to 30, that was my goal. I'd say it was a little bit of a stretch for me because my previous month in May, I did like less than 10. I really wanted to push myself and I wanted to see if you could really make some money on Facebook Marketplace. So this is the $1,200 in profit that I received, and this is after everything. Like, this is just the pure profit. And I like to keep the cash and let it accumulate. I like seeing the cash stack up and I get it to a certain point before I deposit it in the bank. So like I did before with Craigslist, I turn things into a game. That's why I set a goal for myself and then I actually keep a tally. I write things down. I write the date of the sale, what I sold it for, and the profit per item. And then I do these totals to see, the money adding and adding up. And it gets me excited to do more deals. Another thing that I noticed on Facebook Marketplace is that you need to consistently be listing in the marketplace. Unlike Craigslist, you could just put up one listing and then have people contact you. On Facebook Marketplace, you can put up a listing and then you'll have people contact you, but if you don't do another listing in like 3 days or 4 days or even a week, then the messages that you get, the incoming messages and inquiries, will drop significantly. So their algorithm works much differently. So in a way it's good and in a way it's bad, because if you don't list again and if you don't list new products, then your algorithm's going to go down and the interaction and people messaging you are going to go down. But if you are consistently listing, like even one per day or one every other day, then you will keep the vibe going. You will keep the messages going. Hence, you'll get more sales and deals created. So I noticed this right away. So I would do some listings. I would do like, not a crazy amount, maybe like 3 to 5 listings in one day. And then I wouldn't list for like 4 days, and then I'd notice that the messages would just tank like on the second or third day. And then when I would go do another listing, just one listing, I noticed that I would get messages on everything again, on all my listings. And at first I just noticed it and I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then I tested it out again and again and again. And if you leave big gaps where you don't list, then the messages will dwindle down and the inquiries will dwindle down. But if you're constantly doing a listing, one at least every other day, you'll get a constant flow of messages and inquiries. So when I realized this, I spaced out my listings because I don't have a huge amount of listings and a huge number of products to list. So I would actually space them out and do them every couple days. Sometimes I do 2 to 3. I typically wouldn't do more than 5 a day just because I don't have that many products to list, so I was just kind of spacing them out. Another thing that you need to be good at on Facebook Marketplace is responding to the messages quickly. So when you're doing these kinds of marketplaces in Craigslist, people want a fast response because they're typing in, like right now, is this available? I want this now type thing. And you can't be responding like the next day because they'll probably have found something else or they'll not be interested anymore. The name of the game on Facebook Marketplace is that you need to be quick and you need to be on stealth mode. You need to have the Facebook app on your phone so that you can respond really quickly. That's another thing that I like, is that the app on the phone made it really easy to respond quickly. On Craigslist, it was done through email, unless you gave your number and then you do like text, but there were a lot of people that didn't want to give their number out, and it's easier for people to use their Facebook profile. The 34 sales in June, $1,200 in profit, consisted of my own items, some thrift store items that I got, regular store-bought items that I thought would do well, and other people's stuff. So my friends and family know that I like selling on Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, and they have stuff that they want to sell, but they just don't want to go and do it. So they'll get me to sell it, and then they'll give me a cut of whatever I sell for them. So the 34 sales that I did in June, I did that part-time. I didn't do it full-time because YouTube and our Essetino business is full-time. This is what I do as, I wouldn't say like a fun hobby, because it's not a hobby because I make money off of it, but it's definitely fun for me. So I did it part-time and I work it into my daily schedule. So I get the people to come meet me along the way when I'm traveling throughout the city. So sometimes when I have my workouts in downtown, I'll tell them to meet me in downtown, or if I'm at home, I'll get them to meet me in the area, a coffee shop nearby, and I just work it into my schedule. And after testing this out for a full month doing it part-time, you definitely can make some serious cash on Facebook Marketplace. And like I said, this $1,200 is pure profit, and I think a lot of people could use an extra $1,200 a month. So if you haven't tried Facebook Marketplace and you have some items around the house, I would honestly get started and start listing. Everyone always has stuff that they don't use, they don't need, they haven't touched in a long time. List it on Facebook Marketplace. Alright guys, well that was it for this video. If you have any questions for me about Facebook Marketplace selling, please let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Back from the dead.